For millennia, an invisible terror stalked humanity. Smallpox, a relentless, disfiguring plague that claimed countless lives, leaving behind a trail of fear, blindness, and death. It spared no one, from kings to commoners, casting a shadow over every generation. Humanity yearned for a shield, a way to escape its devastating grip. What if the answer wasn't found in grand laboratories or ancient texts, but in the quiet observations of rural life? What if the key to unlocking one of history's greatest medical mysteries lay not with a celebrated scientist, but with the humble hands of milkmaids in the English countryside? Imagine a world where disease wasn't just a threat, but a near certainty. Smallpox, known as the speckled monster, was one of the most feared pathogens. Its arrival brought fever, excruciating pain, and a rash that erupted into pustules, covering the entire body. Survivors often bore disfiguring scars, blindness, or lifelong disabilities. It's estimated that smallpox killed up to 300 million people in the 20th century alone, and vastly more throughout history. Before its eventual eradication, generation after generation lived under its chilling shadow, powerless against its indiscriminate wrath. The desperate search for protection spanned centuries, with early, risky methods offering only limited hope. Centuries before a true vaccine, an early, dangerous form of inoculation emerged. Originating in Asia and Africa, this practice, known as variolation, involved deliberately exposing healthy individuals to smallpox material, usually from a mild case. The hope was to induce a less severe form of the disease, granting immunity. Lady Mary Wortley Montagu, an English aristocrat, witnessed variolation's success in Constantinople and bravely introduced it to England in the early 18th century. She even had her own children variolated. While it offered some protection, variolation was far from perfect. It carried a significant risk, as treated individuals could still develop full-blown smallpox and even spread the infection, sometimes leading to death. Humanity needed a safer alternative. While the wealthy experimented with variolation, a curious observation had long been noted in the rural landscapes of England. Generations of milkmaids, those whose lives revolve around cows, seemed to possess a remarkable immunity to smallpox. Their faces, unlike so many others, remained smooth and unpockmarked. They spoke of a different disease, cowpox, a mild ailment contracted from the udders of infected cows. Cowpox manifested as small, blister-like lesions on their hands, causing minor discomfort, but nothing like the devastation of smallpox. This folk wisdom, a quiet murmur in farmhouses and dairies, would prove to be the critical missing piece in the smallpox puzzle. It was a local legend waiting for a scientific mind to connect the dots. Born in 1749, Edward Jenner was a country doctor with an insatiable curiosity for the natural world. He was more than just a physician. He was a keen observer, a scientist at heart, fascinated by everything from the habits of cuckoos to the ailments of his patients. Based in Berkeley, Gloucestershire, Jenner was well aware of the smallpox scourge and the milkmaids' local tales. For years, he listened to their stories, noticed their healthy complexions, and pondered the connection between cowpox and smallpox immunity. The prevailing medical wisdom dismissed such folk beliefs, but Jenner, with his methodical mind, saw a potential truth hidden within the anecdotes. He began to formulate a daring hypothesis that would change the course of history. By 1796, Jenner was ready to test his hypothesis. He found his opportunity with Sarah Nelms, a milkmaid suffering from fresh cowpox lesions on her hand. Her symptoms were mild, validating the folk belief. The next crucial step was to find a subject for inoculation. 8-year-old James Phipps, the son of Jenner's gardener, became the pivotal figure. With parental consent and understanding the potential risks, Jenner proceeded. On May 14, 1796, he carefully extracted material from Sarah's cowpox pustule. This was not a moment of reckless abandon, but a meticulously planned scientific endeavor based on years of quiet observation. The future of medicine and countless lives hung in the balance of this single, daring act. Jenner gently inoculated James Phipps by making 2 small incisions on the boy's arm and introducing the cowpox material. James developed a mild fever and a slight rash, typical symptoms of cowpox, which soon subsided. The first phase was a success, but the true test, the moment of ultimate courage and conviction, came weeks later. Jenner then exposed James to the actual smallpox virus, using the traditional method of variolation. This was the defining challenge, the do-or-die moment for his hypothesis. Days turned into anxious nights, but James Phipps remained healthy. No fever, no pustules. The speckled monster had been presented, and the boy's system, primed by cowpox, had silently, powerfully repelled it. The experiment was a triumphant success. Jenner published his findings in 1798, coining the term vaccination from vacca, the Latin word for cow. Initially, his discovery faced skepticism and ridicule. Caricatures depicted vaccinated individuals growing cow-like features. The medical establishment, entrenched in variolation, was slow to accept such a radical, humble origin for a cure. Yet, the evidence was undeniable, and the safety and efficacy of vaccination soon became apparent. European royalty, including the British royal family, were vaccinated, lending immense credibility. Within a decade, vaccination had spread across Europe and even to the Americas. This accidental discovery, born from rural folklore and scientific rigor, ignited a global revolution in public health, saving countless lives and forever changing humanity's battle against disease. Jenner's vaccine laid the foundation for modern immunology and sparked a worldwide effort. For nearly 2 centuries, vaccination campaigns tirelessly fought smallpox, adapting and refining Jenner's original method. The ultimate victory came in 1980, when the World Health Organization officially declared smallpox eradicated. It remains the only human disease ever to be completely wiped off the face of the earth. This unparalleled achievement stands as a testament to scientific collaboration, global effort, and the power of a single, insightful observation. From the quiet fields of Gloucestershire, through a humble milkmaid, and into the hands of a curious country doctor, smallpox, once humanity's greatest fear, became humanity's greatest medical triumph, a beacon of hope for what we can achieve. The story of the smallpox vaccine is more than just a medical breakthrough. It's a profound lesson in the power of observation, the courage of conviction, and the ripple effect of seemingly small discoveries. It reminds us that truth often hides in plain sight, waiting for a curious mind to connect the dots. From the resilience of Milkmaids to the methodical genius of Edward Jenner, this accidental triumph gifted humanity with a weapon against its most ancient enemy. Today, as we continue to face new challenges, the eradication of smallpox stands as an enduring symbol of hope, a testament to what can be achieved when scientific inquiry, community wisdom, and global collaboration unite against the greatest threats to human health. The speckled monster may be gone, but its story lives on, inspiring us to look closer, question bolder, and always seek the next hidden cure.